So I think the first thing, obvious thing I want to ask is Captain America 4, huh? How is that going?
Man, I'm not sure. It's going to be on Marvel if that happened. Here are the characters in the MCU we'd love you to explore if they fit into your story. And then you pick from their menu, you know what I'm saying? And everything else flows out organically from there. Oh, I want Wanda or I want Vision to appear in my show. And they say, I don't think they're going to appear in your show. Then you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Sort of stood like sort of predictable was that, we always sort of knew that Sam would end up becoming Captain America, given what we saw in Endgame. So how did you manage sort of this, writing around that to make sure it did not feel like just like, a point A to point B thing?
That was the mission statement from the beginning. And we felt pretty secure, like whether I have not even thought to ask Marvel what they intended when Steve hands Sam the shield and he says it feels like it belongs to someone else, right? I don't know how much thought they put into that, but that was the beginning of Sam's journey because there's ambivalence there from the moment it's handed to him. And we knew we wanted to make it very, very challenging and very, very significant if he did or did not pick up the shield. And part of making that journey feel complete and thorough was making sure Sam's reluctance was rooted in things that the audience would be like, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that this isn't an easy choice. Basically, we wanted to make sure at no point was this an easy decision for Sam so that the journey of him finally accepting it felt satisfying, like you went through it with him. As opposed to guessing whether or not he's going to take on the mantle, we wanted to take the audience on a journey of what it would feel like make a tough choice.
Okay, so the elements that you were sort of introduced along the season, you guys have the Power Broker coming in, you have Valentina coming in, John Walker transforms into the US agent, and then Zemo shows up here and there. So were all these elements decided by you guys, or were there sort of some elements that were sort of given by Marvel, what they needed for upcoming movies or TV shows?
It's more fluid than that. Marvel gives you a menu, and that menu isn't use this person. It's here are the characters in the MCU we'd love you to explore if they fit into your story. And then you pick from their menu, you know what I'm saying? And everything else flows out organically from there.
All right. So at the end of the show, the title card changes to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, right? So that's fitting because that was Falcon's journey to Captain America. But I was wondering, why is Bucky's sort of title still stuck on Winter Soldier? He sort of addresses himself by White Wolf sometimes during the series. So what is missing from his journey that he still hasn't shed that title?
It is, in my opinion, creatively, I believe he has officially moved beyond being the Winter Soldier, right? And I just think you'd have to ask Marvel. I think it's just it's the poetry of the words. Like, right. I don't know that it was more complicated than that. Is you want to feel like the thing happened, but yeah, a lot of people ask me about that.
In the finale, John Walker sort of, after his sort of drastic measures in sort of episode 4, it almost seems like he's been sort of, ushered towards some sort of redemption here, right? He starts supporting Sam and, Bucky in sort of, stopping the Flag Smashers. So was that sort of deliberately sort of a redemption arc that you would have want to do with him? Or was that something just like...
Well, we didn't want to judge the character. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if you let the character tell the truth in what he or she would do, then a modicum of redemption for John Walker. I don't think anyone believed that sort of his battle back from where he was in episode was fake. It felt very honest, and so the character himself dictated that redemption. But it's obviously, you can see from the scene with Val, it's a partial redemption. You know what I'm saying? He's still, he's still John Walker.
If we see sort of Walker killing someone in cold blood, but the other Avengers, including Sam, have been, do not stop from like taking extreme measures to stop people. Right from episode 1, he blows up helicopters and stuff to stop those terrorists. So how do you sort of balance these things and sort of make it, seem like a proper cohesive world?
Well, that's a I think a very sophisticated question. It's where it's coming from, right? Like it is you ideally, no one wants to ever have their heroes kill somebody, right? But in the heat of a battle in which you're trying to save lives, and someone who is lethal and bad intention is stopping you from saving lives, you're going to take more extreme measures there. When John Walker killed that person, right? Look at where it's coming from. It was coming from rage and revenge. You know what I'm saying? Right. There was no greater good being served when he did that.
Captain America 4, huh? How is that going?
Oh man, I'm not sure. It's going to be on Marvel if that happens.
If you had a directorial wish list for the movie, who would be your sort of top pick?
Oh, I can't say that. Okay. I don't know. I had too many great choices.